what if Yoriichi had become a demon instead of Kokushibo? This would change everything, right? But to what extent? In this video, we'll be looking at how things would have played out if Yoriichi did an Anakin Skywalker and got corrupted by the dark side. Act 1. In this version of the story, Yoriichi would be egotistical and selfish. He would hate humans because they don't show enough appreciation towards demon slayers, and most of them don't even know they exist. Yoriichi would believe that they are oblivious and ungrateful, and therefore don't deserve saving. He would also seek to become stronger and stronger, which would eventually lead him to face Muzan. Same as in the original story, Yoriichi would battle Muzan and eventually defeat him with his 13th form. At this point, Muzan screams in despair as he finally begins to come to terms with how powerless and weak he is before a mere human, a prodigy born with the Demon Slayer mark, transparent world, and the selfless state. Before Muzan can look up, Yoriichi is already standing right next to him. Muzan tries to split up into pieces and escape, but he has no strength left to do so. He grovels before Yoriichi and pleads for his life. He begs the human to spare him and tries to convince him to switch sides.
You don't have to kill me. What's the point? Why do you continue to defend those poor humans who do not even know that you exist?
While saying this, Muzan thinks of a way to escape, but he fearfully decides against it, knowing it will end in futility and seal his fate with a quick death, so he continues talking.
The humans have failed you. You go out every day to save them, and yet they show you no gratitude. Even those who know of your existence are only envious and jealous of you. They only want to see you fail.
Muzan pleads with him to switch sides, offering him immortality in place of his fragile human life. A selfish side of Yoriichi that we haven't seen before starts to emerge. He laughs and mocks Muzan while telling him of how he hates humans and only kills demons for the sake of getting stronger. At last, he accepts his offer on a condition that he can kill anyone who angers him and that he is free to do whatever he likes irrespective of Muzan's orders. Muzan gives him his blood and the demonic Yoriichi is born. With his exceptional skills and strength, Yoriichi easily becomes the Upper Moon One and soon takes the position as Muzan's right-hand man. With Yoriichi now out of the Demon Slayer Corps, his elder twin brother, Michikatsu, is now the strongest Demon Slayer in this era, and he would go on to defeat many strong demons. Michikatsu will no longer envy his brother, as he did in the original story, deeming him pathetic for falling to the dark side. He will eventually start a family and have kids, teaching them the moon breathing while compelling them to pass it on to the future generations. Act 2. Due to Yoriichi's decision to become a demon, a lot of things are different this time around. So here's a little backstory of the current world. The Demon Slayer Corps, specifically the Hashirahs, are much stronger than in the original story. Unlike the manga where the upper moons haven't been changed for over a century, in this world, the 12 Kizuki have seen several changes due to the incredibly strong pillars. There are 2 insanely strong moon-breathing users in the ranks of the Hashira now, the twin brothers, Muichiro and Yoriichiro. Let us explain this part for a bit. As you all know, Muichiro is a descendant of Sugikuni bloodline, and since Michikatsu taught moon-breathing to his descendants, in this world, he would possess the moon-breathing instead of mist-breathing. His brother, Yuichiro, would also be alive in this version of the story, as he would be strong enough to defend himself from demons that killed him in the original version. This time around, the information about Demon Slayer marks and other abilities would be passed down accurately throughout the generations, which led to the Corps being much stronger than before. Kamado family would never learn the sun-breathing form Yoriichi, and therefore Tanjiro would live comfortably in the mountains, as a normal human oblivious of the constant wars between the Slayers and demons. Don't worry about Nezuko, guys. I wouldn't provoke the wrath of the fandom by killing her off. She also lives with Tanjiro and the rest of their family in the mountains. Obviously, Muzan has seen how strong the Hashiras have become and how his demons pale in comparison. However, he is not troubled by it since he has an ace up his sleeve, the Upper Moon One, Yoriichi. Yoriichi didn't really show himself much throughout the years, only appearing a few times since he became a demon. However, whenever he does appear, he kills every Demon Slayer and Hashira in his vicinity. No one ever survived the encounter with him, and therefore the Demon Slayer Corps is completely unaware of his true power. They don't even know what he looks like. Due to Hashira becoming stronger and stronger with each generation, Muzan realizes that there is no point in waiting anymore, and therefore starts preparing his final attack on the Demon Slayer Corps, planning to finish them all in one final battle. He summons all Upper Moons, including Yoriichi, commanding them to prepare, as the final battle begins tonight.
The time has come, my demons. Tonight, we'll finally destroy these pathetic humans and show them what the real power looks like.
Act 3. The final battle. Muzan storms the 𝗕𝗲𝗰𝐺𝐵 mansion like he did in the manga, forcing Kaguya to make a self-sacrifice which gives Tamayo the chance to poison the Demon King. 𝐿𝐽 arrives first. He decapitates Muzan's head, and as the head regenerates, the other Hashiras arrive. Learning of Kaguya's death, Moichiro is visibly enraged, and he says to Muzan,
"You will die for this!"
He launches an attack.
Moon breathing, first form, dark moon, evening palace.
Muzan is able to deflect most of the crescent moons coming his way, but few of them still manage to slash and injure him. As all the other Hashiras gather around Muzan, trying to attack him with their techniques, Muzan lets out a hideous laugh as doors begin to open and all of the Hashiras get transported into the Infinity Castle. The whole place is crawling with demons, albeit weak ones, and the Hashiras easily get rid of them. Due to being injected with poison, Muzan is regenerating in his cocoon, and sends all of the upper moons to stall them in the meantime. As the Hashiras finish defeating all lower-ranked demons and branch into other rooms of the castle, they finally encounter the upper moons. Moichiro's senses are troubled as the stench of blood is very heavy on his nose. He runs towards the direction of the smell and encounters a room filled with corpses, while someone with black hair is seated at the far end of the room. The man stands up, revealing 2 devilish horns on his head, and he speaks in a monstrous voice.
Who are you? Why did you enter my room?
Still facing the other side, Yoriichi doesn't look at Yoriichiro. Rather, he is disgusted that someone has entered his lair without permission. He launches a sunflower thrust attack that is deflected by Giyu, who has now arrived at the scene along with Yoriichiro and 𝐿𝐽. Everyone realizes that it is the legendary Yoriichi that is standing in front of them, and the 4 demon slayers prepare to face the biggest challenge of their lives. During this time, the other Hashiras all fight against the other 5 upper moons in an attempt to kill Muzan while he is weakened by the drug. Back to the big fight. The 4 Hashiras all take turns launching attacks at Yoriichi, which he easily evades. 𝐿𝐽 gets Yoriichi trapped in a corner while Giyu slashes him with the water-breathing 5th form Blessed Rain after the drought. Giyu is sure his attack injured Yoriichi, but the demon laughs mockingly, saying,
"Ha! I'm amazed you thought that will have an effect on me."
Yoriichi goes on and continues saying how he is unimpressed with their skills.
I thought this was the golden age of the Hashira, but you all surrounded me like puppies, and yet you can do no damage to me. This fight is a waste of my time.
Yoriichi's countenance changes immediately, showing that he wants to end the fight as soon as possible, but he gets under heavy attack from a moon-breathing combo by the twins that sends him flying through the wall. As he gets up, he is immediately kicked by 𝐿𝐽, and the stone Hashira follows through with 4th form Volcanic Rock Rapid Conquest. The 2-pronged attack makes contact with Yoriichi, and he can be seen bleeding from his stomach. However, to the horror of all the demon slayers, his injuries heal in an instant. He tears off the kimono he is wearing and uses it to clean the blood on his skin. He calmly states,
"Not bad, but now it's my turn."
Yoriichi unleashes sun-breathing, burning bones, summer sun, a large circular slash that attacks all 4 demon slayers at once. Yoriichiro and Moichiro were able to react in time and dodge the attacks, while 𝐿𝐽 and Giyu were hit and effectively paralyzed by the attack. Yoriichi's blood demon art makes humans or demons who are hit by any of his attacks unable to move for a short period of time. The stronger the attack, the longer that period is. Yoriichi congratulates the twins on how strong they have become.
Descendants of my pathetic brother, you share my blood and my strengths. Don't be stupid thinking you can defeat me here. Join me, so you can become even stronger and live forever.
The brothers vehemently reject him with Moichiro saying,
The once great Yoriichi, you've fallen even deeper into the darkness than I imagined. We will never stoop down to your level.
The brothers close their eyes and a bright light begins to emanate from their bodies. Yoriichi cautions them, saying that this attack is producing way more energy than their bodies can handle, and it will certainly lead to their deaths. Yuichiro replies,
You are right. We will surely die once we perform this attack. But if that's what it takes to stop you, we don't mind.
Moichiro continues by stating,
The Suzukuni clan knew no single individual can ever hope to defeat you, so they came up with a dual attack that must be performed by 2 people in perfect sync. However, throughout the years, there were never 2 individuals strong enough to perform it correctly. Everyone who has ever tried it has either died or been grievously injured by the attack's energy. Since you and Michikatsu, we are the first twins born into the clan in over 500 years. We knew this moment will come, and we prepared hard for it. This is where you die, Yoriichi!
At first, Yoriichi laughs, asking them if they really think they can defeat the great Yoriichi. However, as the energy the brothers produce becomes more and more powerful, Yoriichi starts to show signs of worry. He is surprised that their strength is rising far beyond the levels he expected. He thinks to himself that he must attack the brothers before they unleash this attack, as he is not willing to risk getting hit by it. Yoriichi rushes towards the 2 demon slayers in order to attack them before they fully prepare. However, Giyu and 𝐿𝐽 appear in his path, determined to keep him away from them. Yoriichi quickly attacks them, slashing both Demon Slayers with his sword. Nonetheless, 𝐬𝐤 and 𝐿𝐴 stand up again. They both drop their weapons and run towards Yoriichi, clutching him with their arms. Yoriichi tries to break free, but their grip is too strong. He yells at them, asking if they are insane, saying that if they don't let him go, they will all die. Before Yoriichi can say anything else, the two boys finish their preparation. 𝐬𝐤 and 𝐿𝐴 yell at them not to hesitate and attack while they are still holding him, knowing that they will die in the process. The brothers tear up, thanking their fellow Demon Slayers for their sacrifice, and finally unleash their attack, moon-breathing final form Solar Eclipse. The attack is launched and everything goes white, with the Infinity Castle getting destroyed. As the dust clears, 𝐿𝐴 and 𝐬𝐤 are on the ground, dead. Moichiro and his brother are also on the ground, both barely breathing. They briefly look at each other and smile, thankful to their clan for entrusting them with this technique.
We actually managed to do it. We defeated him. Yeah, I just hope the others will manage to defeat Muzan without us.
Not far from them, Yoriichi is disintegrating. With his last breath, he mumbles to himself.
This was not meant to happen. How did I lose? How could I lose?
With Yoriichiro, Moichiro, 𝐿𝐴, and 𝐬𝐤 now dead, the remaining Hashirahs attack a weak and injured Muzan who was forced out of his cocoon and is still hindered by Tamayo's poison. They manage to stall him until dawn, and the Demon King is finally defeated by the sun, bringing an end to the era of demons. Click on this video where we explained what would happen if Rengoku accepted Akaza's offer to become a demon.